Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitaBugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today for another Stampin' Up! Tutorial. So today I have a project for you featuring the Sweet Ice Cream Bundle, and I'm really excited about today's project because I actually saw the idea over on Sarah Douglas on her Instagram page. Sarah Douglas is the CEO of Stampin' Up! And she shared the coolest, simplest way that I've ever seen to create a shaker card. And I am not a complicated card maker. I don't make shaker cards because they just look too complicated for me. But the idea that she shared was so simple. I gave it a try and I thought I have to share this with you guys. You're gonna love it. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's tutorial. Okay, so I've got my pieces ready to go, and I'm actually going to start with stamping my sentiment. Bringing in my piercing mat since I am stamping with photopolymer stamps, and I die cut this piece of Whisper White cardstock using one of these stitched rectangle dies, so you get that beautiful stitched border around this rectangle. I love our stitched dies. And I'm stamping my sentiment in Bumblebee ink. We're gonna make this shaker card a birthday card, but you could choose whatever sentiment you want. There we go, perfectly stamped. So the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and do the shaker portion of the card. So you're gonna need one of our clear medium envelopes. So you're just gonna take one of those. And then I've got a piece of the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. This is cut 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. You're just going to slip this inside of that clear envelope and get it all the way, tuck it all the way to one side. Okay, I've got it tucked all the way to the right, and now I'm just going to come in and fold over the extra bit that's hanging that has no designer paper in it. Fold that over really, really well. And then I'm just gonna bring in some regular old Scotch tape, and I'm going to use that to just adhere that down. Adhere that little flap down. Just using a few pieces, and I'm not going to go all the way to the top. I'm gonna stop right here because at the top there's already this piece of sticky adhesive. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that backing. Fold this, oops, LaQuita Jackson. Did you guys see I was about to seal this up without the shaker bits? Wow. Now, before I seal it up, I'm gonna bring in my Ice Cream Corner sprinkles. What am I thinking? It's so simple that I'm complicating it. Okay, so you wanna just open up that little envelope and put as many sprinkles as your heart desires. I think, oh yeah, I think that's a good amount of sprinkles. Now I'm gonna flatten this out and go ahead and fold this down. Okay, I think that's good. All right, so look at that, you guys. This is the shaker portion of the card. Isn't that so awesome? Oh my goodness, it is just the coolest thing. Now I'm gonna flip this over, and I am just going to add tear and tape adhesive to the back of this layer. I'm gonna add it to all 4 sides here of this layer. Okay, I've got my tear and tape on, and I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of my backings. Okay, I've got all of my backings off, and I'm gonna add this layer onto a piece of pumpkin pie cardstock. This is cut 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, and I'm just gonna center this up. And I do have all of the measurements for this project over on today's blog post, which is linked down below in the video description. All right, so we've got that on there. Ooh, I just love this. I love it, so fun. Okay, so for my card base, I've got Whisper White thick cardstock. This is cut 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and I've scored it at 5 1/2 inches. Just gonna give it a little crease. Okay, so now I'm gonna add this layer onto the front of my card base. And I'm actually going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus just because with these little sprinkles and then with everything we're gonna put onto the front of the card, it's got a good little, you know, amount of weight to it. It's not overly heavy, but I just wanna make sure this panel is on there really good. So I'm using the plus, the Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay, pressing that down. Next, I'm gonna add this piece of Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. I'm gonna add this onto the front of the card, and I've already put some tear and tape adhesive onto the back. And I did that since this is going on to that clear medium envelope. I thought, let me use this adhesive. I felt like it would stick better. So this is cut 1.5 inches by 4 inches. So I'm just going to line this up where I want it. Kind of got interrupted there. I started getting a phone call and it turned the video off. Okay, so I added this on about 1.5 inches from the bottom of the card front. So next what we're going to do is we're going to get our ice cream pieces together. So I've got another piece of that Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper. I love this card. It's a fun card and it uses so many different pieces of designer paper, so it's bright and colorful and it's just a great use of your designer paper. So I just love this idea. So I've got that ice cream builder punch and I'm just going to come in and punch out some ice cream tops. So I'll take that piece there. Let's see. Just trying to get some fun patterns there. Okay, and then I kind of want this piece that's lighter with the polka dots on it. Okay. And then I've got another piece of that designer paper and I'm going to use this pattern for my cone. So to add my cone on, I'm going to put it under the word birthday. Let me just flip that over. And I'm going to stick it down with dimensionals. And then I'm going to add just a few more dimensionals on this piece. Okay, and then I will go ahead and put my sentiment down and I'm going to put it all the way over to the edge of that pumpkin pie cardstock. So I'll just put that right there. Looks good to me. Then I've got some glue dots here and let me get my ice cream pieces figured out. I think I want to do, what do I want to do? Yeah, I think I'm going to do like this. Okay, so I'm just going to add a couple of glue dots to these and just pop these ice cream pieces on. Okay, and just overlap those two. And then for this one, I'm going to put this one with a dimensional and put it behind the other two. So right there. And there you have it, you guys. Literally the quickest shaker card I've ever seen in my life. Simplest thing to create, and it has so much wow factor and layers and dimension and color. Just so much fun. This card is a gift within itself. Who would not love to receive this? I just love it. Isn't it so much fun, you guys? I would love for y'all to try this. I mean, such a fun card. And I did go ahead and also make another version. So I created this Blackberry Bliss version, and I just love it. And actually this is going to be my make and take for my April team meeting. So I'm posting this video on Friday, but I will have had my team meeting on Thursday, and I am making a Bermuda Bay version with my team. So using some different ice cream colors. So I just love it. Such a fun idea. So give it a try. Check out that Ice Cream Corner bundle as well as the whole sweet, and it really is a fun sweet. So anyways, I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's tutorial. Thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget you can find all of the measurements and supplies for today's project over on my coordinating blog post linked down below. Yeah, and so stay tuned. I'll be back again very soon with another tutorial for you guys. Bye now.